And we're live, everyone. This is amateurgamer, and never return to amateur casting Age of Empires 2 DE, and we're on the map Arabia. And for red, we have Enric Panilos playing as the Magyars. Either that or that's a T, I don't know. I apologize. And for blue, we have Serenag Minhas playing as Mongols. So we have a cavalry archer. Yeah, they're counted as cavalry archer. And the other, I guess, is cavalry. So this is going to be interesting. I mean, I guess it's really dependent on the player skill level, because I haven't seen a Magyar player, at least for the games I casted, where the Magyar player really knows what he or she is doing and really takes advantage. Like I've seen Magyar players. I'm talking all about my games. I mean, there are other games, but I don't seem to cast those games. But the ones I cast, it seems like the player use scout, light, hussars. Well, not hussars. Scout or light cavalry as part of their army instead of raiding, right? Raiding the enemy while the rest of your forces are keeping the enemy busy. I haven't seen a lot of that being taken advantage of. And honestly, I do feel Magyars are kind of weak, mostly because they have kill wolves with one strike, where wolves have pretty much become extinct in these maps. So yeah, it's a very useless ability. I mean, it's one thing to have an ability that's situational, right? Okay, I was like, is the game not running? Because you know how when you put the screen like elsewhere, it looks like nothing's moving. You're like, is my game frozen again? Yeah, it happens to me a lot. So yeah, that's the thing. I do feel like the Magyars are best played if you're able to keep the enemy forces busy, and then meanwhile just send raids so that they either have to respond it or they lose a lot of villagers. And if your enemy is suffering a lot of casualties in villagers, then it's going to start hurting them. And looking at this, it looks okay. Wait, why does blue have like a wait? So blue, wait, did red already go for no? Then why does blue already have a lead in villagers? I think someone was just not quite on point. I love how these sheep are just way out here, but that's not my issue. So yeah, with the Magyars, I do dislike the fact that they still have ability that's completely useless, right? It's not even situational. There are certain unique abilities that are situational. They won't be useful all the time. Like maybe some of them requires more water, you don't get it. Alright, it's understandable. But at least there are situations where they're useful. Kill wolves with one strike, that's absolutely worthless. Because once you get looms, your villagers can deal with wolves. Yes, it means your villagers could get back to work sooner. But let's use this map as an example. Do we have... Okay, we have a lion that's so far away. Okay, we have two. So apparently on this Arabia map, we have more animals than I've seen in who knows how many. I actually don't even see wild animals. Like, I remember when I first casted, I know it's been sort of a while. When I first casted, there were quite a few wolves or their variations. And this was very apparent in situations where they're kind of close to relics, so that you need to escort Like for example, let's say this relic, right? Before there will be like a line here. So sending your monk there would result in the monk dying, and that's 100 gold just thrown away. So you need like a spear to deal with them while your monk gets, you know, what they need. I'm curious how things are going to go. So blue is getting a barracks, and blue should have, yeah, blue's economy is like much better. I mean, I think even if you take into account the feudal age advancement for red, I still think that blue's economy is definitely in a much better place. Just a hunch. Now that loom will slow them down, but I mean, if red doesn't have a loom and the Mangadites get close, yeah, those villagers are going to melt. Like completely melt. So blue, wait, what? Oh wait, no, it's blue. Okay, I was like, I was so confused. For a moment I thought that was the red walls. I'm like, huh? Why would you build that far away? You can't even defend that. What are they doing? Tower rush? No. Oh, they're hunting the zebras. Well, it's a good thing blue has... I love how they're just walking past one another. Blue is not building a military. Red is. But to be fair, militias aren't the most threatening thing. Are you gonna attack that, or are you just admiring the wall? You're like, oh, what a nice wall. It's like, I wish we have those back home. Wait, what? Forge bushes. I mean, at least blue is hunting, taking advantage of the advantage. Wow, that's quite a bit of damage taken. I mean, I keep saying that like these small raids shouldn't amount to anything, but okay, they're backing off. They're like, it's not safe. I mean, that's a lot of ground to cover. And blue is not even fully walled off, so there is that. I heard a stable being built. I mean, how's... Yeah, blue still has a stronger economy. So I guess the Magyars will go for a lot of scouting calves. Blue is also going for stables. Huh? Why don't they just get some spearmen? I mean, they do have a lot of options. I mean, they could be... I mean, they probably would like to have bloodlines, because I think that affects Mangadites as well. Is there... There's no way they're going for step lancers. I mean, cavalry archers maybe, but cavalry archers won't like scout cavalry very much. I love how they're not fully walled off. They're like, there's... I mean, to be fair, if you're playing against like a bad player like me, I probably wouldn't scout enough to know that this is open. I probably would see this and assume that all of it is closed off. So to be fair, yeah, you could probably get away with that against me because I'm that bad. So they have men at arms. Now red could potentially get some damage done. Yeah, that's the thing. Right now blue has nothing to deal with this. Blue's going for Castle Age? Wow, that is ambitious. Very ambitious. Again, another stable. I mean, they will lose this, but I guess 100 wood. Yeah. If you have a stronger economy. And how is it? Wait, red got 2 kills? On what? Villagers? No, the scout cavalry, I think. So maybe there was one villager that kicked the bucket. So they are walled off. Yeah, they are going for Castle Age. That is very aggressive. But since red isn't doing much of anything else, I could see that working. Oh no, you're still alive. Are you going to build any military units? Like, I don't know. Knights? Knights are good. Knights are a pretty good answer. And if red is not ready, red could still get spearmen, which is not a bad counter. It's just not. I mean, you don't want to be behind, right? And ideally, you don't just send those 2 out prematurely. Oh look, blue is fully walling it off. Blue is just taking a while. I think, yeah, both sides are like I feel like this is how you could tell like the skill levels of the players. Like nothing against them, but for low level players, I know this because I have experience as a low level player, so I totally have the credentials to make these claims. So for us low level players, we are generally like we can only focus on so much. We can only do one thing. We can't multitask very well. Okay? So what that means is what ends up happening is we will be in situations where we can only focus on one thing. So we could either do economy, build town centers, get upgrades, lumber mills, mining camps, and that, or we build a military, but not both. Expecting us to do both is asking a lot from us, I can assure you. So I totally, and that's why I say that it's not that hard to gauge the skill levels of the players, because if you see them still have a very low military count at this stage of the game, they're low level because we can't multitask well enough to make it work, right? We are flawed like that. Is that a big flaw? Yes, but it's what I mean. It just shows that we have room to improve. That's a very weird location for a town center, but okay. And for the Magyars, if I recall correctly, I think they're like Hungary, right? They're like the precursor to the Hungarian Civ. That's why they have like, I guess this is the Eastern European building style. I don't know. I mean, I'm no expert in I'm definitely no expert in what do you call it, architecture. Oh, they're cutting that tree. I think you need some stone. Yes, okay. Blue is getting stone. And in terms of, wait, what? Am I reading this wrong? I'm reading this wrong. No way. Is that 28 or 38? What? No. That's 28? Really? I mean, I think that's 28. Like, no joke. That's not 38. Is it 38? I can't tell. It doesn't look like they have. I mean, they might. So they have. Wait, they have a sheep still? I don't know where the sheep is. Where are you? Oh, there. Okay. You have 2 sheep now. Oh my god. Yeah. Okay. That's also another good indication of bad players. We have sheep lying around and we don't even know it. Oh no. Okay, that was 38. I was like, there's no way. There's such a big difference. I'm like, that would be crazy. You know how nuts that is? Oh, these are. I don't know why I thought for a moment I thought that was a mill. I don't even know where their mill was. So right now they're getting stone. Oh, red is getting loom. That's a very late loom, but I mean the good thing is red didn't get penalized. That's another thing, right? You know if you're playing against me. I'm not sure if having a door that far back is good. I mean a gate, sorry, not door. Because it means that if your enemies are attacking here, it takes you longer to respond. And that's not necessarily always a good thing. What the hell are these walls? Huh, I don't even know. So, looks like both... Yeah, red is... See, that's what I meant, right? Red is building up a military. So, economy is more lacking. Actually, it is pretty lacking. Wow. Blue could, in theory... Actually, I feel like... Oh, no, you don't want to... Oh my god, blue. Honestly, with against this... Skirmishers will actually be pretty good. See, that's the thing, right? Another thing you'll know if they're low level is like... If you're higher level and you see this, you're like, I better get a military. For blue is like, oh, I'm safe. I'm just gonna get all these upgrades. It's gonna be wonderful. And then gets attacked and like, why did I lose? Gets a university. I mean, if you get a castle, it could work. Unless they circumvent and go around here. Then they could... See, that's the thing about stationary defenses, right? Well placed, they could deny a certain area, but the main thing is your enemy can go around it, which would render it useless. I mean, that's why, I mean, like, as someone who plays quite a bit of RTSs, whoa, red is going aggressive. I love how this scout cavalry is like, I'm just gonna watch as I lose horribly. Well, you could at least finish that scout cavalry off. But yeah, once this finishes, that is really bad news. Oh, are they going to build their own? That won't work out. Red actually left some defenses. That is hilarious. I feel like blue's collapsing. Like blue's economy is really good. Like very solid. But transitioning into military is less than ideal. And yet, and now blue is gonna lose a bunch of villagers because I don't know if red intentionally did this. But you know, it's possible that red intentionally left some units here to prevent that, and they're coming back. So this not only does this castle not finish, but blue couldn't stop this from finishing. Yeah, it's just bad. And now blue's getting some knights. Really, why are you getting knights? Your enemies have pikemen, which are a very good answer. Like, despite blue having a better economy, I just feel like red is dominating. Now if red keeps building up a military, okay, I was like, is that a house? No, mining camp. Why would that be a house? Really? Blue, yeah, now like blue has lost enough villagers that blue has lost that economic lead, and now throwing away these knights as well. So that's also really. Oh my god. Red, can you please finish this? Like this is over, right? Why would you even send all of these villagers? Yeah, this is like, oh man, what a nightmare. Anyways, let's look at this. I'll be right back. And I'm back. Sorry about that. Had to walk away for a moment. Yeah, blue is just throwing away the game. So I hope either blue resigns soon, because I don't think blue is going to finish this. If blue finishes just this, I'll be amazed. But not happening. Blue also threw away so many villagers that in terms of economy, red is actually has the advantage now. Blue's getting a battering ram? Are you kidding me? Well, I mean with these knights there, I wouldn't be worried. I mean, they'll do some damage, but not close to enough. Maybe 2 hits. Yeah, that's it. That's over. It's over for blue. I mean, blue could have canceled this and built a defensive one, but it's like, nope. Yeah, blue got the economy down, but yeah, in terms of transitioning to a stronger military, not there yet. So, not trying to be mean against blue, but I mean, it is a learning process, right? One of the first things us new players or really bad players work on is the economy, right? Building, getting villagers, getting food, getting to later ages, and then we work on military, and eventually we work the two together. We're able to react to situations, but it takes time. I know that because I'm still working on my game. Anyways, I'm going to end the video here. Thank you everyone for watching, and I hope you have a good one. Bye.